Good afternoon. Olmsted Falls Athletic Department extends to each of you a cordial welcome. We are pleased that you can be here for today's hockey game between the Bulldogs of Olmsted Falls and the Green Wave of Holy Name. Both Olmsted Falls and Holy Name are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the rules and regulations set forth by the association to maintain high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. These are high school athletes who are playing here today. They are friendly rivals as members of opposing teams. In all attendance, today all are reminded that this is a match between young men and women, and good sportsmanship is expected by all. The lineup for the visiting Holy Name: goalie, number 78, Emily Sepsic. Number 11, Tommy Cardenas. Number 18, Andrew Norris. Number 8, Reed Vayner. Number 13, Shane Triscari. Number 55, Braxton Bartow. And the starting lineup for your Olmsted Falls Bulldogs: goalie, number 29, Dominic Fusco. Number 24, Will Eisenhart. Number 17, Dalton Stump. Number 19, Charlie Marchnow. Number 7, Nate Wadecki. And number 21, Jason Hine. In order to honor America and in respect for all that have served our country to defend our freedoms, please stand, take off your hats, and join the playing of our national anthem.
Brooklyn Rec Center, home to many teams, including the St. Ignatius Wildcats, but today is the home of the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs as they take on the Holy Name Green Wave. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Brooklyn, Ohio for this OHSAA clash between Olmsted Falls and Holy Name. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening at what has been a good Thanksgiving weekend. As of now, Holy Name looking for their first win of the season. Same thing for the Bulldogs of Olmsted Falls, falling 6-4 last night to the Hudson Explorers. Holy Name dropping their game 11-1 to the Preppers of University School. Puck is about to drop here as we're looking forward to an exciting game. And we are underway here in Brooklyn. And another side note, as the game gets underway, Olmsted Falls gave us their incorrect roster, so we will not have names for them until probably the second period at the earliest. But look to see the likes of Charlie Bernard, Tommy Cantona, Hayden Cohenauer, and Jason Hine get a lot of attention tonight as they were the people who got goal contributions last night for the Bulldogs. Hohenheim will win back possession here as Fainer will take it for them down the ice. Fainer's going to lose it. Bartone trailing back to try to get a piece of the puck as it rolls against the wall as Cardenas gets a challenge in there. Triscari now has it. Triscari banged up a couple of times during the game last night and as well in the game against Toledo Whitmer a couple weeks ago. Glad to see him out on the ice tonight. Fainer trying to pass it through. Going to be blocked away. A nice job by Bernard to do so. Weiland will get it and just launch it down the center wall of the ice as Hohenheim will try and force it back. Hedgie overskates it. Sevchik, her first save of the night. 51 last night for her, a big night. And Hohenheim, as Coach Ian said in a post-game interview, plays how she does in net. If she's having a good day, the team is poised for success. If it's not going well in net, then Hohenheim overall, not a good night. Sevchik just going to fall on that one as we'll have our first stoppage of play as Sevchik looks to get plenty of saves tonight as she did in last night's game. Like I said, Hohenheim are going to have a heavy reliance on their goalkeeper if they want to have success this year. After the first stoppage of play of 13-18 left to go in the opening period, we are back underway. The Falls looking for an opportunity. Weiland tries to clear, but a shot right there coming from Cohenauer. Be blocked away by the Green Wave. Cardenas and Bartone fighting for it, sending it up the ice for the Green Wave. Fainer going to catch it to himself and bring it down. Puck's going to roll around now towards the center of the ice. Bernard skating towards it for the Bulldogs. He'll get checked by Weiland. Going to roll to Cantona. And another save from Sevchik prevents any more damage from the Bulldogs. Another stoppage of play with 12:34 left to go in the opening period. Just kind of check it back on the replay. Another nice save from Sevchik, is able to corral in the puck on a nice shot from Tommy Cantona. The Hohenheim, they will have a face-off in the attacking third of the Bulldogs at 12:34 remaining on the clock in the opening period. And looking at prior games this year, both these teams have a knack for finding the back of the net, or at least their opponent does in some respect. Hohenheim, all their games, all three that they've played so far, either having 11 or 12 goals. Last night for the Bulldogs, they had 10 combined, with Hudson getting a 6 and themselves getting the 4. So I was going to see a lot of goals here. I was going to see Hohenheim score first, as Hohenheim was able to do so in that game. And Hudson able to score first on the Bulldogs, actually making it 2-0 in the opening period before a late goal in that first period brought it back. Norris getting the start today for the Green Wave will take it up the ice now to Fainer. Norris back to Fainer once again. Fainer going from one side of the ice to the other, gets a nice little check there on the Bulldogs and a scrap around and roll down the boards as Weiland will take this one. Weiland just gets a piece of it. Shane Triscari is now going to skate up the ice for an opportunity. That one going to be hit back, going back. It would have been offsides if Hohenheim touched it, as Olmsted Falls will catch the break and will have defended it nicely for now. Bartone taking down. Triscari gets a piece of it before it rolls back into a dangerous position as it's going to roll around the boards now for an ice. That'll stop it once again with 11:07 left to go in the opening period as the puck will now travel into Hohenheim's attacking third as a quick substitution being made as Andrew Norris subs out for Tommy Cardenas. So far, not really anything separating either of these teams. Just a scrappy back and forth with the puck just flying from one end to the other. An opportunity for the shot can be saved there by the Bulldogs. And now it'll be Jason Hine to take it up the ice, trying to play it down. Weiland plays it up the boards. Olmsted Falls, that one gonna roll beyond the ice. No offside given as advantage is played as Holy Name was able to get it, but it would have been called if Olmsted Falls would have had anything going. A shot there from Cardenas, and we saved nicely by Fusco and net for the Bulldogs. Triscari now has it in a dangerous position. Feiner is open near the net, and the shot from Triscari going wide as he'll be taken to the ground following his efforts. And now Cantona wipes out there, looking for something, just misfooting, nothing extracurricular there. Olmsted Falls looking to try to work something here. Tommy Cantona fighting for it. Hedgie gets in there for the Green Wave to force it away. Triscari just plays it out as a second line for the Green Wave will sub in Norris and Bartone. Actually part of the first line sub back in. It'll be Charlie Bernard, who had 2 assists in the last game, has the puck for the Bulldogs, tries to make a cut, and now Norris will greet him. Bernard still fighting for it. That one's going to go into the stick of Bartone. A lot of the offense does roll through Braxton Bartone, an assist in last night's contest, as he will now skate and look for some help. That pass intended for Dom Alfano will roll back out of the attacking position for the Green Wave as they'll have to work to get it back in there once again. Norris trails back to receive it, and that slap will go into the Olmsted Falls bench with 9:06 left to go in the opening frame. As well as a stoppage as that one goes just into the bleachers essentially. And that one going out of play will have the face-off at center ice. Olmsted Falls trying to get a breakaway off the bounce. That one's just going to hit the top wall, the glass area of the backboards. It was something that was common during warm-ups. So one thing I was able to observe was a lot of the shots that Olmsted Falls was taking were going high and hitting the back wall. That's something to watch for tonight's contest. Triscari trying to take it himself. Will lose it. He'll now skate against Prada. Feiner now takes it behind the net, looking for some help. Has Bartone. Unable to find him. Weiland waiting for it. Will roll back instead to Norris. Norris sends it along the backboards as it will now be the Bulldogs trying to take it up here. Weiland trailing back, being greeted at the same time. He also try to get it up as quick as he can. Olmsted Falls able to keep it in the attacking third. And a slow roll and a hit from Weiland has that one trail back in to a dangerous position for the Green Wave. Actually, the clearance actually might turn into something. Bartone, he will lose it. Feiner trying to find Triscari. Bartone takes it again. He's going to roll back. Weiland uses the wall and the glass to play it back. Feiner trying to get it, but he'll be played off of the puck. Cardenas skates back to greet it. Feiner sends it up, and it will be Fusco in net for the Bulldogs, settling with it and playing it out from the back. Honame able to just get a piece of Presott, her first involvement, just sending it along the wall. An opportunity here for the Bulldogs will be lost. Joey Weiland takes out the center of the ice. He had a goal against Toledo Whitmer in that scrimmage on November 11th. He might have another opportunity, but that one will be blocked away by the Bulldogs. Cardenas will skate with it, waiting for Hoynan to get back on side. Unable to do so before Olmsted Falls takes it back. Jason Hine will now take it on the board wall. Sepchik falls on that one for a stoppage. Clock will stop with 6:49 left to go in the opening period as Sepchik once again able to fall on it. And it's becoming clearly evident as Holy Name having plenty of success. They're doing a nice job playing Olmsted Falls tough. Going into this game, there were high hopes that they could get a victory in this game, but right now, their goal is just to keep this game close and make sure they can get some positives going into the next game as they still have tournament play at the end of the week. But before the regular season play begins again in a couple of weeks, that is what they want to establish. A good, solid team that can compete in any game. Only 2 seconds run off the clock there as the whistle will blow once again. 6:47 left to go in the opening period as that one just sent up the ice. And now clocks match once again. Bartone fighting for an opportunity to get a piece of it, but Peretta had to skate back to receive it. An opportunity now for the Green Wave. Triscari. Alfano takes the shot. It's going to roll right in front of the net. A nice save from Fusco. Prevents any damage. Olmsted Falls now trying to catch Holy Name on the bounce. An opportunity. Charlie Bernard. Bernard attempting to find the pass to Cohenauer. Was unable to do so. Cohenauer takes a slap shot and Sevchik just going to snatch that one out of the air. Let's watch that one back on the replay as Sevchik. You kind of compared it to like a first baseman out there, just simply extending the glove and corralling the puck in. It was a nice shot from Cohenauer from right on the blue line, but Sevchik easily picks it out of the air and prevents any damage. Now that sets up another face-off in the attacking third of the Bulldogs, and they're still looking for the opener in this game. Both teams have had good opportunities thus far, but still the defense has reigned supreme. With 6 minutes left to go in the opening period, it's still 0-0. And given my comments going into this game, I am really surprised that it is still a 0-0 game. I would have expected to see at least 1 or 2 goals by now. Triscari and the Green Wave looking to change that. Triscari taken down from below on the attempt to try to win back possession for the Bulldogs. Triscari able to win it back. Has Hedgie if he wants him, and Hedgie just gonna roll behind him as he had an opportunity in the right area. He wanted that one just played along the boards. Holy Name fighting for possession. The Bulldogs still fighting to get something going. A nice use of the board there, but will end up going behind the net. Stopping play with 5:24 left to go in the opening period. I believe the call will be an icing against the Bulldogs. As we wait for this face-off, looking forward to our schedule of broadcasts in the next week. We will be back Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. at Holy Name High School to see Holy Name girls basketball take on St. Martin de Porres in the regular season opener. A big game for the Green Wave as they have high hopes for this season in both girls basketball and boys basketball. But boys basketball, you'll have to wait an extra week and a half until December 2nd when Holy Name takes on Riverside at Cleveland Heights at 4 p.m. An opportunity for the Bulldogs. Nicely worked play and a save from Sevchik on the shot from Jason Hine, looking for his second goal of the season. That's be the second goal in as many periods of play. After the save, can defense turn into offense? Bartone trying to be shifty, rolls to Phoenix Hedgie. Phoenix Hedgie looking for an opportunity. Weiland sends it down the boards. Reed Feiner trying to get a piece of it. He's able to do so. Feiner played in, trying to find Hedgie, but just rolls beyond to Volker. A shot there, Sevchik able to smack it down, but the danger not dispelled of yet. Weiland trailing back for it now. Andrew Norris plays it up the ice, trying to find Shane Triscari. He comes back to greet it. Feiner goes back onside. Triscari, the shot will go wide from Shane Triscari, the freshman. A nice shot from him, but nonetheless, not enough. It'll now be a breakaway opportunity for the Bulldogs. Can they open the scoring? No, they cannot. Emily Sevchik once again gets the save. Olmsted Falls, they had to be kicking themselves right now. They believe they deserve to be on the board. Once again, Emily Sevchik comes up clutch with another big save. We talked about it last night, but we're going to say it again. As Coach Ian Deemner, the silent assassin, having herself a day once again in net. Olmsted Falls still looking for an opener, still applying plenty of pressure. Phoenix Hedgie overskates that one. A shot going to deflect around. Charlie Bernard with an opportunity, but a piece of it gotten by Andrew Norris to prevent any damage. Long range shot, Sevchik deflects, going to go behind the net. Another opportunity, that one trying to find Katona, a dangerous opportunity for them. That one going to hit behind Norris, gets a piece of it. A lot of action in the attacking area of the Bulldogs so far after the break, as our clock's about a minute behind. Shane Triscari trying to take it up the ice. And now Norris fighting against Cantona. The shot will go and hit the side netting of the net. We're going to roll back A long-range slap shot. Actually going to bounce off of Charlie Bernard. Now 3 minutes left to go in the opening frame, and another save from Sefcik deflecting it to the boards. Katona will play it off the walls as Bernard will skate to try to greet it, and he's able to do so, beating Kristoff for it. Gonna roll in the no man's land. Phoenix Hedgie trying to get it out, but Triscari able to. It's a one-on-one. Shane Triscari gonna try to get the opener. Shane Triscari! He's gonna roll behind the netting. An opportunity for the Green Wave. Not gonna come to fruition. Holy Name wanting a call. Olmsted Falls physicality gets the best of Triscari, the freshman, and the Green Wave, as it will still be deadlocked at 0-0. Triscari now will skate off. That one goes into the mid there of Fusco. Triscari definitely has to be monitored today. Any kind of big hits he will take, he might have to rest a little bit, given the fact he's been banged up in the last couple of games. But as Mr. Ronco preached last night when he was a guest commentator, you gotta stay healthy for the Green Wave. You're trying to win games, yes, but you gotta have enough guys out there at a given time to field a team. You gotta make sure as many people as you can are available. Only name already down one player with a broken collarbone, if I'm not mistaken. An opportunity for the Bulldogs trying to fight for possession of the boards. Norris getting a nice piece of it along with Bartone, and Norris will settle with it. A lot of defense so far in the opening period for both teams. Norris, a solo skate here of his own. A little shifty there when he dispossessed as Weiland has to come up to try to greet it. He'll be fighting for it as we'll go now into the attacking area of the Green Wave. And Weiland does a nice job to snatch out of the air and keep it. Weiland, the shot into the mitt of Fusco. But what a job from Joey Weiland, just snatching it out of thin air, bringing it down and taking the shot from long range. A little bit of it's kind of blocked potentially. Actually, no, he actually got all of it, barring the posters right in front of the camera there. And a shot from Weiland just nicely saved by Dom Fusco. And now the $1:23 left to go in the opening period. Our clock might actually match once they drop it. And it will pretty close within a second. So the error there brings something good for us. But Joey Weiland, an excellent IQ play from the freshman to give the opportunity, and a better save from Fusco. Keeps it at 0-0. And now it will be, I believe, Ice against the Green Wave will now set up a face-off in the attacking third of the Bulldogs as off-brand Michael Jackson plays on the speakers here in Brooklyn. If it's going to be off-brand Michael Jackson, it has to be Alien Ant Farm. Sorry. They got to get Smooth Criminal by Alien Ant Farm on there. Come on. A shot off of the face-off will go behind the net as Tommy Cardenas will take it on the boards. Here's an opportunity. Cardenas takes the solo run. He will lose from behind. Reed Fainer will play it in. A minute left to go in the opening period. Both teams believe they could have a goal, but nonetheless, it's still a deadlocked 0-0. Weiland skating back to try and shade it. Sefcik trying to get some action in there to get it. Olmsted Falls gets a piece and then a tipped one there. I believe Hedgie got on the end of that one. Shane Triscari across the ice to Phoenix Hedgie. He will lose it. 30 seconds left. An opportunity here for Jason Hine, unable to connect. Sefcik gets a piece of it. Hohenheim, remember, they did concede in the last dying seconds of the first period last night. You got to make sure you avoid that if you're the Green Wave right now. 10 seconds left. Hine has it. Weiland fighting for it. He played around. Maybe one last slap shot, and it will go behind the boards, and the clock will expire. End of one at Brooklyn Rec Center. Holy Name 0, Olmsted Falls 0. A lot lower scoring than a lot of people expected for this game, but we will go into the break, awaiting a second period where all is still to play for here on this Sunday before Thanksgiving. You're watching Holy Name versus Olmsted Falls Ice Hockey, and your home for all Holy Name sports, Holy Name Athletics YouTube. We'll be back on after the break. 6:31 on the clock before the beginning of the second period. As we are here for the period report as we flip our camera around. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you today. We're going to talk about the first period. Well, we can kind of sum it up in one word: defense. A lot of defense played by both teams. An excellent job from Olmsted Falls and Holy Name, equally doing an excellent job of defending. You got to give credit to Dom Fusco in net for the Bulldogs and Emily Sepchik in net for the Green Wave. Without them, this game 2-2, 3-2. Both teams had a lot of opportunities. Jason Hine of the Bulldogs getting the bulk of them for them. Shane Triscari, and the main opportunity of the game for either team, Joey Weiland snatching the puck out of the air, playing it down, and taking that slap shot, just nicely saved by Fusco. What's going to be the difference in this game is which defense breaks first. One-on-one opportunities just do not phase either goalkeeper. That is not what we're worried about here. I think both teams should continue to press and will continue to press throughout the remainder of the contest. It'll be whoever breaks first, meaning if Fusco or Sepchik lets in the first goal, I think whoever lets in that goal loses this game. I think it's plain and simple, black and white as that. If you're playing as well as, but let's be real here, both defenses, aside from the goalkeepers, have not done a nice job. They've done a good enough job to make sure that no goals have gone in, but a lot of two-on-one opportunities with one-on-one minus the goalkeeper. You've had a lot of those opportunities, more than I think either team would have liked to have in that first period. More shots on target. If both goalkeepers can get like the 30-plus saves in this game, which I think they easily can the way this game is going, that is not what you want. I don't think you want to get those 51 saves that Sepchik had last night. You don't want to have to get to that point in the game. University School had 9, I believe it was. 9 out of 10 on shots. You want to keep the shots down. You can get in the way of it. They've done a nice job of that. I will give them credit. Bartone, Weiland doing a nice job getting in there, looking at the Bulldogs. Trying to take a look here. Eckert's done a nice job getting in there, along with Murphy, I believe, number 4 and number 1 respectively. They've done an excellent job, as I kind of, you can see, there we go, got the right roster this time. We're good. We're good to go for that. But both teams have done a serviceable job on defense, but not the best job because there's a lot of shots. That's what you want to avoid. And I think going into the second period, it is paramount that the shots go down. I think both teams, their goal is let around 5 shots be taken in the period, I would say. I think that is a fair goal for both teams going into this period. I think another goal is get a goal on the board. I mean, going in, I said this would be a high-scoring game. I still think it can be. I'm just surprised it's 0-0 going into period number 2. Could we see overtime? I can potentially see that being a possibility the way this game is going. There's nothing really separating these teams. For each opportunity that Holy Name had, Olmsted Falls had a counter. For every defensive stop that Holy Name had, Olmsted Falls had a counter. Both teams are doing an excellent job of turning their defense into offense, but they're doing it too much. They want to have their midfield, if you will, turn into offense. You don't want it to really go in the attacking third, get a couple shots, going to be falling on, stop play, face off, and then get it up the ice. No. You want maybe one save, get it up the ice, or have your defense do a nice job of getting the puck and set it up the ice for an opportunity. That is what you want if you're both teams here. So far, players of the game, I'm going to give it to both goalkeepers. I'd say without them, like I said, this game's going to be a completely different game. And then going into the second period, key players to watch for Holy Name, I'm going to say, plain and simple, it's Shane Triscari and Braxton Bartone. The offense runs through those two gentlemen. Tommy Cardenas, yes, but even more of a setup player. Bartone gets a lot of assists, and same thing with Triscari with the goals. Those are the main two in those categories. Looking at this Bulldogs team, Tommy Katona, along with Charlie Bernard and Jason Hine, I would say are the main players who need to be active. They're the ones taking the majority of the shots and setting up the majority of the opportunities. They need to be clinical, and they need to find a breaking point. And now the last 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go before the period. Looking at Holy Name Sports in the next couple of weeks, we'll be back on Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. to bring you Holy Name versus Martin DePorter's girls basketball. Take a week and a half off. Holy Name boys basketball, Riverside, 4 p.m. at Cleveland Heights on that Saturday. Sunday, 11 a.m., Holy Name versus Strongsville ice hockey at Brunswick Automart Arena. December 5th and December 6th are both basketball games. One's a 5:30 start against Horizon for the girls, and the other a 7 p.m. start at North Ridgeville for the boys. December 8th, a home game, 7 p.m. against North Olmsted, and finally December 9th, a game at LeBron's house, Holy Name versus Lutheran East for boys basketball. Stay updated on all the games that we are covering. Follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. Stay updated on all Holy Name Sports. Follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe here to Holy Name Athletics YouTube and put on push notifications to be notified when we go live. A minute and a half before the teams retake the ice, we will pan back to the ice and be back on in a couple of minutes to bring you the second period. We're back at Brooklyn Rec Center for period number 2 between the Holy Name Green Wave and the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. So far, defense has been the main talking point of tonight's contest at a 0-0. You're just tuning in. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening on this Sunday before Thanksgiving. So we send our happy Thanksgiving wishes out to all you watching at home. Puck will be dropping momentarily, and it does. We are underway here in period number 2 with the proper roster for the Bulldogs. It'll be Bernard who will take it to begin for Olmsted Falls, one of the main 13. I don't remember exactly. An opportunity for the Green Wave. Cardenas takes the shot, gonna bounce around, and now a breakaway for the Bulldogs. It is Charlie Bernard. He's been denied many times, and he's denied again. Sevchik steps up in there. Now that we dropped for a quick second, we're back here. After that little scare, Bernard going to the left side. An opportunity for the Bulldogs. Holy Name trying to get rid of it. Bartone sends that one up the ice. An opportunity for Holy Name. They're still trying to fight. We should be good there. Quick little droppage of connection. We should be okay for a little bit, hopefully. Some physicality being shown by both sides here. Eisenhard. As Holy Name, they're still trying to fight in here. I'll have to take over on the camera for a second as we try to fix our connectivity issues here. Now I'm going to skate behind. It'll be Norris trying to skate it up the ice. A nice job there. It's going to bounce down and fall. And nice job done there. That one just kind of flies up into the ceiling now. 13-14 left to go here in period number 2. Still 0-0. One big opportunity so far in this period coming from Charlie Bernard's one-on-one opportunity against Sevchik. Just misses wide left. I don't know if Sevchik even got a piece of it. We're about to have a face-off here with 13-14 left to go. Feiner going up, drop Cardenas. They're behind, trying to take it up here. Behind the shot. That one goes well up and high. Stopping it with 12:52 left to go here in the second period, but that one just skying. And we talked about it a little bit earlier in the game. A lot of the opportunities for a lot of their shots down, I believe they'll be able to find the net very shortly here, as both teams are pressing nicely. But right now, Olmsted Falls, I think, has the advantage over the Green Wave, if I had to say right now, as they're still trying to fight for the opening goal of the game. Cardenas fighting for it. It's going to roll now into the corner. Phoenix Hedgie plays it up against the wall. Triscari, that one be caught by Cardenas as he's going to skate it up the ice for the Green Wave. That one's going to roll now around the corner and follow. Bartone. He will fall to the ground before an opportunity to shoot. Here comes Hine once again for the Bulldogs. Hine saved by Sevchik once again. Another big opportunity for the Bulldogs, defended by Sevchik and net for the Green Wave. A long shot once again going off of the foot guard of Sevchik. That one goes past Klein, and everyone from Olmsted Falls has to fall back. Holy Name can get a quick momentary breather. Weiland sends it up the ice. It's got to roll now into the corner. And I believe that will be an ice with 11:40 left to go in the second period as substitutions are being made. so far, like we said, defense reigning supreme in this contest. That is the main reason why this game has been the way it is. Defense wins championships, and it's going to win today's game. Yes, you need a score, but I believe it's going to be a lot of defensive plays that make the difference. A lot of the one-on-one saves for both Fusco and Sepchik being the reason why, and most likely the player of this game will not be whoever scores the first goal or anything along those lines. It'll be whoever lets in less goals, plain and simple. The goalkeeper will most likely be player of the game. An opportunity for the Bulldogs will go in. They have waited a long time for the goal, and they find the back of the net. A nice job from the Bulldogs. It was bound to happen for either team to find the back of the net. It just so happens to be the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs striking first here tonight. An excellent goal in there from them. And that will now make it 1-0. That goal coming from Eli Tomey, able to make it now a 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs. As play resumes, we are back here the way it should be. As the technical things have been figured out, we are back underway. And a quick whistle with 11:18 left to go. We're way ahead on our clock, but that is what you're going to get when you have technical difficulties. You're just tuning in. Eli Tomey finding the back of the net for the Bulldogs, making a 1-0 lead for them as Hohenheim trying to fight back into this game. Puck sends up the ice for the Green Wave to deal with. Cardenas skates back to greet it. Cardenas to Phoenix Hedgie. Phoenix Hedgie too heavy of a touch as trailing it will be stumped for the Bulldogs. An opportunity, Shane Jaskari on the look of the shot. Again from Jaskari, saved by Fusco. An excellent job from Fusco. Music playing prematurely on the ice. An opportunity, a long shot. Norris saved by Fusco again. Dominic Fusco is putting up a clinic in net for the Bulldogs tonight. Fainer takes it. Fainer back to Norris. Norris can take from long range if he wants to. He does. And that one just plucked out of the air by Fusco. Dom Fusco, relentless pressure by the Green Wave, forces a plethora of saves. And now it is still 1-0 where Hohenheim feels it should be 1-1. Just watch it there. Fusco gets piece after piece on the puck to make sure the clean sheet is held intact. Bernard against Fainer on the face-off here. Jaskari. Fainer unable to get a piece of it. Good enough to get in the net. Fusco maybe got a piece of it in the end. Cardenas lose it. Here come the Bulldogs once again. Cohenauer bobbling it as he will have to skate against Cardenas to try and take back possession. Cohenauer trying to play it into the center of the ice. Jaskari trails back to get it. Jaskari attempted to pick that one out of the air, unable to do so. As we Katona trying to fight for it for the Bulldogs. Bernard now takes it after it hits off the wall. Rolls to the opposite side. Cohenauer. An opportunity for the Bulldogs, defended nicely. Now some shoving near the net there as it looks like Katona trying to get near the net while defending nicely. Jaskari gets a piece there of Katona as that one sent up the boards. Fainer trying to skate for it, but that one will go down as an ice with 9:38 left to go in the second period. Now some substitutions are being made. If you're just tuning in, Eli Tomey able to get the first goal of the contest on a nice skate down the ice. It was a breakaway opportunity. One was bound to go in. Sepchik has done an excellent job in net tonight for the Green Wave. Just one too many shots taken, and she has been defeated 1-0 for Olmsted Falls. So Sepchik had a couple extra shots since then and has held up nicely for the Green Wave, putting that one behind her. Play resumes with 9:35 left to go in the second period. Olmsted Falls looking to play some defense still and look for a second at the same time. Cardenas. Cardenas takes a shot and Fusco gets a piece of it. It's going to roll behind Cardenas. Looking to get another piece on it to pass it away. An interception from Norris. Norris does a nice job to stay on his feet. Norris fighting for it, but Olmsted Falls gets to the end. Norris gets it back, and that one fallen upon by Dom Fusco. Pressure being applied by the Bulldogs nicely. Pressure there from Eisenhart mainly as substitutions are made. 8:58 left to go in period number 2. we'll have another face-off in the attacking third of the Green Wave. Face-off here, Bartone for the Green Wave to take it. Refs trying to direct traffic before the puck drops, and we are back underway. Olmsted Falls trying to get something going here off of the face-off, and they might have an opportunity to do so. Weiland trails back to get it for the Green Wave instead. Triscari going to take it up the ice himself. A man slips for the Bulldogs. Shane Triscari passes it, and it will not go in. That one defended. Going to go back. Phoenix Central trying to get on the end of it. Holingham, a paramount opportunity they needed to take. Unable to do so. Bartone takes it himself. Back to Triscari. Shane Triscari going to launch from distance. And another save from Dom Fusco prevents the goal. But another nice shot there from the Green Wave and Shane Triscari. The pressure is mounting on the Bulldogs, but still, Dom Fusco and net holding up nicely for them. Like we said earlier, talking about this game from the standpoint of player of the game, whoever holds up in net longer will most likely get it. And as of right now, the player of the game by far is Dominic Fusco. The next closest player is Emily Sepchik. An opportunity for Fainer, and it was saved once again. I believe it was saved, and it is. We'll watch it back to the way the fans were cheering. It sounded like it was about to be 1-1. But nonetheless, it is going to be saved. You can see it there on the replay. But Olmsted Falls and Holingham, like the way they were cheering, made it seem like it was going in. It looked like it got saved. That was my original thought of it. But nonetheless, it was indeed saved. My instinct was right. And it's still 1-0. Bernard. Norris fighting for it for the Green Wave. He's able to win it back. Norris gets it up. Triscari fighting against Stump. Gets it up the ice. Fainer. Triscari fighting for it as well. Norris. That one sent. Sepchik gonna bounce in, and she's gonna play it out from the back to Cardenas. Cardenas attempted to pass it up. She's gonna miss the puck. Had to try to trail back and get it. She's able to do so. That one sent off the ice. Phoenix Hedgie skating and try to get a piece of it. Unable to do so. An opportunity once again for the Bulldogs. Cohenauer takes a shot, gonna bounce off Sepchik for another save. Cardenas. Losing the boards, able to pass it up. A shot incoming there, kind of methodically from Stump. Gets it up the ice and saved. Norris getting tangled up, fighting for it. Cardenas settles with it. He's trying to fight off the attempt there from, I believe it was Katona to keep it. Once again, wanting a call from the off ball, off puck.
Assisted by number 21, Jason Hine. Time for the goal, 11:23.
And now the goal is officially being announced as an assist from number 21, Jason Hine, as he gets an assist, and the other one coming from Tomey to make it the 1-0 that it is. That one, a couple minutes ago, we finally got confirmation from the in-house PA. 6:37 and kind of left to go. An opportunity for the Green Wave. Bartone takes it up the center of the ice. Braxton Bartone. Whistle will blow with 6:30 left to go. Holingham had a breakaway opportunity to be blown dead by the whistle. Still plenty of time for Holingham to get in this game and get a goal on the board. But as of right now, it is still Olmsted Falls in the lead. The face-off to happen right outside the attacking third of the Green Wave as they're looking to try and take this one in for a goal. Instead, Olmsted Falls gets a lucky bounce off of the puck drop. An opportunity, the slap shot will be saved by Sepchik. The shot incoming from Martineau will be saved by Sepchik, and now will be a face-off in the attacking third of the Bulldogs with 6:21 left to go in the second period. Still a close game, 1-0. A great game all the way around, especially if you're a fan of defense. But when you say defense wins championship, this is what you mean if you're Olmsted Falls. Allowing 6 goals last night to 1, or to 0, I should say. And if you're Holingham, from allowing 11 to 1. a big improvement from those two games. Yes, the opponent pedigree is different. Olmsted Falls not getting as far as University in the playoffs last year, but still nonetheless a great team in Olmsted Falls. And O&M, any given day they can come out here and make a statement, as they did against Whitmer twice in the preseason. They can do it again today as they're looking for another opportunity to score, and Fainer might have it here as he is skating down the ice. Has it for the Green Wave. Fainer, he will lose possession for the Green Wave. Changes card, gets a shot off the bounce after that one was lost by Howendecki, and it'll be saved by Fusco. 5:58 left to go now in the second period. But Podecki there misses the puck. She's going to let it roll, and Triscari had the shot saved once again by Fusco. And now 6 minutes and counting left to go in period number 2. 5:58 to be exact. The puck dress, we are back underway. Tomey, the goal scorer, plays it across the ice to Labib. Labib fighting for it against Weiland as he sends it up the ice for the time being. A nice physical play there by Triscari as Weiland will take it up the ice for the Green Wave. Weiland, he'll be taken down. Fainer, the shot getting off the post. Fainer still fighting for it. Weiland still down for the Green Wave as now time will officially stop as Weiland was clipped. And the Monet fans wanting a call. Weiland taken down by the knee. A potential dirty play by the Bulldogs. And the fans really wanting a call. 5:27 left to go in the second period. We'll take a break here. 1-0 Olmsted Falls lead via a goal from Tomey. We'll be back on in a minute. .527 left to go in period number 2. Joey Weiland being attended to. Holy Name and Olmsted Falls, I believe, are being sent to the locker room right now. We'll be back on with any information that we have on the injury. We're just hoping that Joey Weiland is okay. So we'll send up our prayers and be back on with any more updates as soon as we get them here. Just stay tuned and we'll get them as soon as well on Twitter once we know what's going on. .527 left to go in period number 2 at Brooklyn Rec Center. Holy Name and Olmsted Falls are retaking the ice. We're just tuning in. Joey Weiland of the Green Wave taken out after a dirty hit from the Bulldogs. He was carted off. Definitely hoping for the best for him, and our prayers are with him. So we'll be back on in probably, I would say, a minute or two with the conclusion of the second period and then the period report. We are officially back here at Brooklyn Rec Center. Holy Name down 1-0 to the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Well, once a game has now become something far bigger than a game, or something beyond it. Holy Name playing for their teammate Joey Weiland right now. Bartone takes it behind the net. Bartone. That shot deflected away. Bartone back to Reed Fainer. Reed Fainer! That one saved by Fusco in net. Fusco picks up where he left off before the break. He has played well tonight for the Bulldogs. Save after save from him has really kept this game in favor of Olmsted Falls. Puck drops, we are back underway. Cardenas sends it back. Cardenas still has it for the Green Wave. Triscari across the ice to Reed Feiner. Feiner has Bartone in the middle along Cardenas. Feiner saved once again by Dom Fusco, who has let nothing beyond him. Triscari fighting for it in the corner. Puck is kind of being played around. Olmsted Falls gets it into a dangerous position as they're going to take it here. Bernard the shot, another save by Sevchik. Another opportunity, that one just going past Kohenauer. Hohenheim gets a second life here to try to make something happen. Norris cross the ice, Feiner tries to get in there, but a nice defensive play made by Stump to keep it out of the sticks of the Green Wave. Triscari now takes it. And a play there taking down Katona to the ice. Norris, an opportunity for the Green Wave, and he will lose it for now. And skating away with it will be Jason Hine. He slips. Alfano Hedgie. That one hitting behind. Alfano fighting for Phoenix Hedgie. That one still rolls behind. Hohenheim a big opportunity. They're still trying to fight to keep it in a position. There's been a single penalty called for either team tonight amidst all the physicality. I would expect it to change relatively soon the way the game is going. That one drops and we are back underway. Puck's rolling around here. Bartone going back to Alfano. Now rolling with it is Howdecki. Going in there was Feiner. He slips, so does Norris. Somehow to get an opportunity for the Green Wave. Bartone, Braxton, Bartone, the pass saved once again. In net by Dom Fusco. A big opportunity for the Green Wave once again defended. I have no clue how the Green Wave did not get on the end of that one. Puck's gonna roll around here. And trying to get something going here, Norris. And that one's just gonna roll around, stop play. 2:38 left to go here in the second period as once again our internet is taking a hit quickly. So far, recap of the game. A 0-0 first period led then to a goal by Eli Tomey with the assist coming from Jason Hines to make it 1-0 and then 5:27 left to go in the second period. Joey Weiland taken down at the knee, I believe, hitting his head potentially. He was carted off. That has now brought us to this point where it's 1-0 still. And as play resumes, scoreboard temporarily offline. And Kohenauer kind of take a shot on net as Sevchik gets a piece of it. Cardenas. Kind of roll back here as Cardenas gets a piece of it along with Norris trying to play out the ice. Alfano trying to get a play on it, unable to do so. But Olmsted Falls doing a nice job of using the boards and using the surface area around it to make some plays. That one in there for Kohenauer, unable to find the back of that. A long shot being taken. Gonna roll back, an opportunity for the Bulldogs, and a save from Sevchik keeps it out of the net somehow. I have no clue how that was. Can defense turn to offense? Feiner, Reed Feiner, gonna go wide. But going back to that, what a save from Emily Sevchik to make sure it wasn't 2-0. It was all but guaranteed to be. But Sevchik dives back into the rain and makes the save. What a job from the Green Wave to make it 1-0 and not 2. Now a minute and a half remains in period number 2, but I'm at a loss for that. I have no clue how that was not a goal. It looked guaranteed to be, but Hohenheim holds up for now. Can they continue to? Kohenauer once again being launched over the net. Alfano shoved from behind into the boards. Hohenheim looking for boarding there. Bartone. Hohenheim really getting upset now as that one will whistle for an ice. But still 0 penalties called as you could potentially have had a boarding and a clear tripping on that play that injured Weiland. With a minute 3 left to go, don't let the stat sheet fool you. This has been a very physical game for both teams. Penalties should be probably have been enforced for both teams by now in the game, but nonetheless, still 0 penalties overall. I said a couple minutes ago, I'll say it again. That is bound to change the way this game is playing. An opportunity, another save from Sevchik. Cardenas taking it behind the net with a minute to go in period number 2. Alfano fighting for it. Cardenas taking it up the ice, being played off of the puck for the time being. Tomey trying to get a piece of it, gonna roll back to the Bulldogs. She's gonna go around the boards. That one goes behind for an ice at Holy Name with 39.9 seconds. Has an opportunity to do something here in the attacking half before we go to the locker room again to period 3. Just a lot of emotions throughout this game for both sides here. A highly tempered game. Still a 1-0 lead for the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs as things sit with 39-9 left to play in second period. Triscari takes the shot and another save from Fusco. Prevents any damage. But we'll see another face-off as the whistle will blow with 36 seconds exactly left to go in period number 2. Holy Name, they need to get on the end of a goal soon. They gotta do something here. An opportunity, that one off the face-off, gonna be a save by Fusco. Bartone into a dangerous area, gonna be defended by the Bulldogs. They're trying to turn defense into offense as well. Triscari able to get it, an overskate there. Cardenas, Triscari, need to get up the ice quickly there. Feiner to Bartone. Bartone gonna take it up the ice. He's gonna lose it for a second. Triscari fighting for it now for the Green Wave against Hine. Triscari takes Hine to the ground there. Now 6 seconds, 5 seconds remain. That one's gonna roll behind, and just one step of clearance will do it. Gonna be an opportunity. Triscari unable to get the shot off to go into period number 3. But we'll see the break first, but Triscari an opportunity, unable to connect with the puck before it. For that, we will take a break here before we go into period number 3. Olmsted Falls still up 1-0 over the Green Wave. We'll be back on in a minute. $15 minutes left to go here at Brooklyn Rec Center of this OHSAA game. So far the difference, Eli Tomey's goal to begin the second period, giving Olmsted Falls a 1-0 lead over the Green Wave. If you're just tuning in, I am Nathan Smee on the call for you this evening. Puck drops and we are back underway here as we're looking to get a goal here for the Green Wave, and Olmsted Falls looking to hold down the fort for the remainder of the game. An opportunity earlier for the Green Wave, defended by the Bulldogs so far, as they will now try to turn some defense and offense once again. Bernard taking it down the ice for the Bulldogs. Bernard looking for an option. Tries playing it in. Sector trying to fall, and she is down. Able to get back up and defend it still. Norris able to try to skate it up the ice, unable to get it anywhere. Cardenas goes in and able to get it off of Bernard for the time being. Katona takes Cardenas down there, trying to get the ball. Cross pass to Norris. Norris has Triscari if he wants him. Gets Triscari, but gonna hit off of the stick. That one gonna bounce to Eisenhardt. Now Olmsted Falls gonna let that one play down the boards. This Holy Name will take it back from their defensive half. Cardenas using the boards. Norris, an opportunity for the Green Wave. Andrew Norris, Phoenix Hedgie. Norris, opportunity, just gonna go and roll past the netting. Not gonna go in. Another big play for the Bulldogs to keep it out of the net. Somehow Don Fusco and co have not conceded. That's similar to the one where Sevchik made the nice save, where it just rolled across the goal line and nothing went in. Simple. Once again, no clue how they didn't go in, but Olmsted Falls will definitely take that. An excellent save for Don Fusco, who has been their star of the game. Opportunity for the Bulldogs to add a second. Sevchik gets a save for now. And Phoenix High trying to get rid of it, unable to do so. It's going to roll. They still need to defend it nicely. Eisenhart, another save by Sefcik to keep things intact with 13:07 left to go in period 3. But going back to that shot, somehow in some way, that did not find the back of the net for the Green Wave. They thought they found their opener to make it 1-1 and put the pressure on the Bulldogs, but were unable to do so. But now, 13:07 left to go, and Olmsted Falls, their goal right now is to do one thing, just not let Holy Name score. They don't care if they score again. They have the one they need to win. They just need to make sure Holy Name does not get another. Or get there first, I should say, an opportunity for Holy Name to do so. Triscari trying to fight. That one going back for offsides. Offside not being given. That one cleared the blue line for sure, but no offside given. That'd be the second one I believe they missed with the offside going back behind the blue line. Holy Name getting back to work. Alfano being hit into the boards there. And now another trip there on Cardenas. An opportunity for a long shot by the Bulldogs, defended nicely by Sefcik. Holy Name looking for an opportunity. Triscari, he goes to the ground, gets it to Norris in the end, and that shot not going to be going for anything for the Green Wave. And opportunity for Tomey. A nice play by Cardenas for the time being. Going to be taken in by the Bulldogs. Nicely defended by Fainer. Fainer still putting the pressure on for the Green Wave as a shot from Tomey was unable to connect anywhere. Triscari fighting. Alfano trying to get subs out, trips on his own power. Fainer, the shot from Fainer gonna bounce off of the shin of Eisenhart. That was a tough hit for him to take, but he's still up on his feet. A physical player, Eisenhart, who's been an excellent part of this defense for the Bulldogs tonight. He's done an excellent job, and probably the best defender for them outside of their goalkeeper tonight. Bartone fighting for it on the boards. An opportunity for the Bulldogs to make it 2, and another save there from Sefcik, I believe, getting a piece of it. Norris hit from behind. No whistle yet. It can be saved, and finally it sounds. As now we're going to have to separate the teams as a clear, dirty hit from the Bulldogs shoves them into the boards. That should be board against the Bulldogs. We're going to watch it back here. And yep, that is the definition of boarding. Facing towards the board, being hit from behind. That should be a board. And it'll only be a 2-minute penalty with 11:35 left to go. But there it is, the first penalty awarded of the night to Holy Name's delight. It's about time they believe they got a penalty on that one. If he's facing the board, defenseless, you're not going to get away with a board in that situation. There's no way. The physicality, yes, but in that sense of it, no. It'll be a 4-minute penalty, it says on the board. I believe they said 2, but nonetheless, Holy Name, they really need to make something happen here on this power play. They have plenty of time to do so. If the 4 minutes is right, they'll have him back with 7:35 left to go in the contest. But Holy Name's given the penalty they've been asking for. Now they got to make something happen. There's only so much that the refs can do to keep the game fair. Holy Name needs to get the things back on level playing field if they want a chance to win this. If they don't score in the next 4 minutes, then Olmsted Falls, they can really just sit around with a twiddle or bounce with the puck if they really wanted to and win the game 1-0. For the refs just trying to monitor the game, make sure no one gets hurt right now again. That is their main priority right now, player safety. And during this timeout, if you're coaching and you have to be preaching, you got to get a goal. You got to get it soon. If you're Olmsted Falls, you got to be preaching to your defenders, looking mainly at your goalkeeper, Fusco, and your best defender, Will Eisenhart, hold up. You've held up for the first 40 minutes of this game almost. 35 minutes, I should say, of this game. You got to hold up for the next 4 especially, and then the next 7.5 following it. That is what you have to be preaching right now if you're Olmsted Falls as head coach. But you got to play the game. That is where a lot of this comes in. Holy Name and Olmsted Falls, 2 relatively even teams on paper, but you got to play the game here right now. Eli Tomey getting the goal from the assist from Jason Hine, the difference in tonight's contest. Hine now 2 goals contributions on the year, and Tomey with his 1 goal. Play still is going to stop here as now Olmsted Falls will skate back onto the ice, the 5 that they can field at the current moment. Holy Name will skate their 6 back on as well. But a lot of pressure going to be on the Green Wave. He said it. There's only so many ways you can say it. A lot of pressure is on the Green Wave right now. They'll have a favorable face-off as well, but they got to do something here. You have to find the back of the net in the next 4 minutes if you're Holy Name. If you're able to do so, I'd say you have the advantage if you're Holy Name. I'd say that's how it would be. but the next 4 minutes will be telling of who can win this game. If Holy Name could come back and put something on the board. Puck drops here, back underway here as now the power play begins. Cedric trying to deflect that one as Fainer trying to fight for it. The Bulldogs will take it actually off of the hit. Bernard, the closest one there, as now it will be Cardenas taking it for the Green Wave. Cardenas trying to skate it, slowly skating it. Cardenas! Got a hit off of Fusco and deflect around. Eisenhardt sending it up the ice as Cardenas unable to trail it. Now trailing quickly is Bernard. But there was an opportunity Holy Name could have converted on, as now 3:30 and counting left to go on the power play. Bartone taking it himself here. Bartone back to Shane Triscari. Shane Triscari in, and it will be fallen upon still. An opportunity as it's still loose. Play will now stop with 10:43 left to go. But once again, I've said it before, I'll say it again. How the heck did that not go in the back of the net for the Green Wave? But Dom Fusco falls on it and is able to keep it out of the back of the net. An impressive night for Dom Fusco, who by far now you can say is player of the game. It is no question about it. Dom Fusco has had himself a night. Reed Fainer, that one could be bouncing around behind the net. Bartone. Braxton Bartone plays it back. Fainer, cross the ice. Cardenas gets it. Tommy Cardenas launches, gonna bounce around, gonna now roll along the boards. Fainer keeps it onside. Bartone trying to find Norris, and that one just sent up for an ice by the Bulldogs. Or at least should have been. Unless Holy Name may have gotten a piece of it, nonetheless, they're trying to get something going here. Olmsted Falls. They're trying to potentially get a second on the board, but also hold up defensively. That one rolls back, stump the trail back for the Bulldogs to get it. Norris trying to get a piece of it. That one's gonna bounce around in a dangerous position. That was kind of tight seams there for the Bulldogs. Kind of similar to what happened when Phoenix Hedgie fell over trying to get the puck up the ice. Just a dangerous position for the opposition to get an opportunity. Norris taps it with his feet, gonna play up the ice, gonna go behind the net. Running for it now is Seymour. Seymour down the boards as Cardenas gets a piece of it. Half of the power play is gone. Triscari. Bartone. Bartone back to Reed Fainer. Fainer takes a shot and it's gonna bounce around. It's still loose. An opportunity. Triscari still in play, but gonna roll behind the net. Once again, Dom Fusco comes up with a big save for the Bulldogs. Olmsted Falls makes some substitutions now. 1:40 left to go on the power play for the Green Wave. They're still trying to get something going. Norris, the closest namer there for that opportunity, going to lose it as Cardenas keeps it onside for now. Olmsted Falls are trying to get it out. It will now go to be an attack for the Bulldogs. An opportunity for Bernard. Bernard fighting for it in the corner with Hedgie. He's doing his job. There's about a minute left to go on the power play. Phoenix Hedgie will now take it. Alfano, actually no, it'll go to Norris. And no, Alfano takes it on the run there. A little bit of confusion. Norris hits off the feet again. Alfano goes to the ground. Norris fighting for it. Substitutions being made. A minute left to go on the power play. Fainer. That one right into the stick there of Hine. He'll be dispossessed. Norris does a nice job trailing back. Sevchik gonna dive, not getting a piece of it. Hine trying to skate through the Namer defense. 37 seconds left to go in the power play. Hine fighting for it. He's doing all he can to make sure Holy Name does not score on the power play. Hine, that one's gonna bounce up in the air. 20 seconds, Fainer. Gonna use the board to try to play it to Norris. He's able to find him. Norris trying to send it up the ice. He's gonna roll back. Olmsted Falls, 10 seconds left to go. Down a man. Norris. To Triscari. The power play is over. Shane Triscari. Triscari takes a shot, and it's once again going to be saved by Fusco. The power play is over. Holy Name unable to find the back of the net. That might have been their opportunity come and gone to score. Fainer will now sub out. It will be a face-off, still in a dangerous position with 7:29 left to go in the contest, but Holy Name had 2 or 3 big opportunities. They really needed to find the back of the net and were unable to. Norris, down to the overskating. Bartone. Norris. Norris still fighting for it for the Green Wave. Bartone. He loses an opportunity now for the Bulldogs to try to put this game on ice. It will be Cohenauer. Cohenauer in. Katona unable to get an end on it. That shot going to be saved once again by Sefcik. 6:58 left to go. Now in the contest, it'll be a face-off in the attacking third of the Bulldogs. Just a lot of craziness happening, a lot of defense so far in today's game. And with 6:58 left to go in tonight's contest, we'll take this time to wish one of our co-commentators, Michael Lota, a happy birthday, as his birthday is tomorrow. I gave him a little bit of a slack yesterday. I gave him a little bit of stick for being the lawn critic, but today we'll wish him a happy birthday with 6:58 left to go in tonight's contest. We'll be seeing him making his debut for basketball season in December and hopefully hockey as well. Shane Triscari got taken up the ice for the Green Wave. Shane Triscari, a solo run. Shane Triscari still has an opportunity for the Green Wave still. Triscari running it himself. He is sent into the boards. Norris takes it now for the Green Wave. Norris trying to fight for it, getting a piece of the puck. Gonna roll now, Braxton Bartone. Bartone trying to find Triscari. Norris gets a piece of it. He goes to the ground there trying to fight with Stump. That one bouncing off of Bartone to Norris. Norris looking for some help. Being pressed, Trish tries to send it across the ice for Hedgie, unable to find him. Cardenas subs in, now 6:10 left to go. In the contest, the whistle blows with 6:10 left to go. And now some substitutions being made for both sides, but now the game getting even more scrappy. What we once thought would be a high-scoring contest has now only given us 1 goal. Given the team's start to the season, it's definitely a surprise that it's been this much of a game like this. Definitely a weird game all the way around. An opportunity now for the Bulldogs out of the break. The shot gonna go wide to the left there from Katona. Winning, fighting for possession there. It's gonna roll into the center of the ice. Alfano misses. Norris takes it. Norris to Feiner. Feiner, he'll be checked off of the puck. A shot gonna go around the backboards. Cardenas gonna let it roll, and he will take it on now. Cardenas to Norris. Norris, the shot from long range, just gonna be saved by Fusco. Feiner now trying to get a piece of it for the Green Wave along with Hedgie. Gonna roll now to Bernard. Cardenas, a last second hit of the puck, keeps it from going to be a one-on-one. Bernard trying to make it a one-on-one. He'll be going to the ground. And I believe they're gonna give that one against the Green Wave. The clock will stop at 5:19 left to go in tonight's contest, as now the next game, the players for the next game are now rolling into the locker room below us. And I believe it will be a trip against Polyname. It looked like he just fell on his own power there. It looked like he just slipped on the ice. But nonetheless, actually, yeah, it's going to be a 2-minute penalty for Cardenas on what looked like it to be a just genuine slip. Now a power play for the Bulldogs holding in. They're going to need to make a goal happen on this power play, or at least soon. They'll get Cardenas back with around 4.5 to go. But still, interesting scenes in today's game. Only the second penalty given of the night. Triscari. Down's going to roll behind. Hine will take it for the Bulldogs. Feiner. Bartone now takes it for the Green Wave. Bartone trying to play up the ice to Triscari. An opportunity for Shane Triscari. He will take it away, and he'll be taken to the ground there, and he goes into the boards. He is slow to get up. The goalkeeper is going to check on him. We might have a stoppage in play once again. The play continues. The goalkeeper for Olmsted Falls calling for a stoppage of play. Cardenas wants it, and they're still letting it play on. A disaster class from the refs once again takes precious time off the clock as Triscari unable to get up in genuine time. 4:21 left to go, but 10 to 15 seconds rolled off the clock before they were told over. And the goalkeeper there, Dom Fusco, if he wasn't already player of the game, a class act as well added onto those accolades. Triscari able to get up, but Dominic Fusco does the right thing in the middle of play, goes over to Shane Triscari and makes sure he's okay. A class act from the Olmsted Falls goalkeeper, making up for the error by the officials to let play run on for a full 10 seconds and a shot after the injury. No words to be said about that right now. As he's getting out there, so we'll take a break here. 4:21 left to go in tonight's contest. Olmsted Falls up 1-0 over the Green Wave. .421 left to go in tonight's contest at Brooklyn Rec Center. 1-0 lead for the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs, with still a power play for them with a minute 3 left to go from the apparent trip from Cardenas. Play will resume after Dom Fusco did the right thing and stopped play to get help for Triscari. He was able to get up on his own power. So if it wasn't already evident and already announced, we're probably going to say our player of the game for Keon Sports will go to Dom Fusco of the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. An excellent goalkeeper and a class act all in one. Bartone fighting for it along with Fainer against the Bulldogs. Seymour going to go across the ice to Bernard. A shot there, going to go into the back of the net for the Bulldogs. Charlie Bernard finds the back of the net. He's had plenty of opportunities to do so, but that one might put the game on ice. Charlie Bernard does it and does the business, make it now 2-0. An excellent goal from him and the Bulldogs. They have fought long and hard for that. The power play is over, but they make the most of the power play, unlike Holy Name. Make it now 2-0 with 3:57 left to go in tonight's contest. A heartbreaking goal to concede for Holy Name, but Olmsted Falls, a tough competitor nonetheless, deserving of that second goal. But now, 3:57 for 2 goals for Holy Name. They got to try and make the impossible possible now. As Olmsted Falls, they're still looking for potentially another goal to add on to their accolades for the game. Down's going to roll back. Cardenas going to let that one go. Cohenauer forces a save from Sevchik. Once again, a stop play at 3:43 left to go. Just icy scenes and dicey scenes all in one tonight between physicality, goals, and defense. An excellent game being played here, an all-time classic game being played at Brooklyn Rec Center on this Sunday before Thanksgiving. Triscari goes for it there. A potential boarding as a fight's about to be started. Triscari will be taken. That is not what you need if you're Holy Name. He will definitely be going to the box, as he should be, most likely. But Triscari will show down the replay. Just let his temper get the best of him, I'd say there, as he was lucky not to be given a boarding penalty, which would have most likely seen him go out for the rest of the game. As he will now skate. As it's not been announced officially if it was a board, but it looked from our angle that it was. Holy Name hoping for 2 minutes at best. Actually, it'll be 2 for the Bulldogs going because of the fight, and 1 is a Holy Name in the end is on a power play. With 3:31, we're going to try to break this down here. What it looked like originally was a board on Shane Triscari, which then got his tempers up with the Bulldogs, who then started shoving back at him. He shoved back. That might have been what was called. It will be a 2-minute penalty for Triscari, so it will be just because of the fight the 2 minutes. So it should be 2 minutes for both of the Bulldogs in the box. So I believe that's what it was. Triscari on the hit originally. Nothing called for a board there. He then got shoved, defended himself there on the shove, but still engaged. So it'll be 2 minutes all the way around, which I believe the refs got this call correct. An excellent, quickly, actually it'll be 3 in the box for the Bulldogs. Hold up. The Bulldogs are turning into the Browns. They're going to have the dog pound in front of us now. So now, why not have some, I don't even know what this is now. 3v4 hockey? It'll be like what they had at research. They'll get the little divider up, get the little peewee goals out there for how short of a game this is. I have not seen anything like this. 3 versus 1 of the penalties. The officials are still trying to sort things out. I mean, I got no answer for you guys at home. I got no answer. it seems like now the penalties are starting to start. I do have to say, it appears that the call was right. I will reiterate this. This is the one that they did get right, and it could matter down the line, but if a goal is scored by either team, you're about to see you'll see about a third of new players added on back to the ice. You'll see 4 new players. Yeah, exactly a third added back into the game if there's a stoppage for a goal. So it will now be 5 versus 4, I believe. No, 5 versus 3 it should be, because Holy Name should have a double power play here. Just too much to kind of think of here in such a short period of time. We're nearing about hour 2 of the contest. Just a lot to discover here and a lot to unpack. It'll be a face-off in the Holy Name's attacking third, but, well, if you want entertainment down the stretch, here it is with 3:31 left to go. Another big stoppage of play. I mean, if I didn't know any better, this is just a hall fight at school. So now, 2 periods of no one going into the box, and a couple probably should have, now goes into, we will now combine and have, I believe, 5 players in the box in the last, no, 6 in the last 10 minutes of play alone. Holy Name's available players still talking. Whatever's left of Olmsted Falls is still on the ice is talking as well. But just a lot of confusion. You'll get that in this profession, but nonetheless, plays should hopefully resume shortly here. As, like I said, we're nearing that hour 2 mark of tonight's contest. Just take a quick game recap here. First period, all defense. Some nice saves by Fusco and Steph Chickalite to make it 0-0. As now actually it will be Fusco subbing out of the game. I don't know if something happened there. It might have been, couldn't get a clear explanation of why, but he's done. I think he got ejected from the game, actually. Fusco did an excellent job. So now it'll be the backup goalkeeper into the game. And now, there's just too much to unpack. We'll give a recap towards the end of the game. Feiner, a shot. That one's saved by the interim goalkeeper. Cardenas keeps it onside barely. But now, this is a big opportunity for Michael Murphy, the freshman in net, to make his name known. Bartone plays it. Feiner! Tries it again. That one's going to go up into the air. Like I was saying, the goalkeeper Fusco, the junior, Murphy subbing in the freshman. He now tries to make an impact on this game and try to get himself some more playing time. And that one goes back behind the line. Everyone needs to get back here for an opportunity. Cardenas. And that will turn the possession back over. The Buck 21 on the power play for the Bulldogs. And I'll make it Bulldog ball, I believe. The Bulldog puck. But the simple couple-word explanation of the game as we're back underway. No goals in the first period. Goal in the second. Injury stop play in the second. Third period, a lot of penalties, a goal. That's it. Bartone looking for a goal of his own. Bartone gonna roll around, and a save by Murphy. Is now more shoving going on here. Bartone getting in at it now, along with the Bulldogs. Are the coaches allowed to sub it if there's no one left? That might be a question we're gonna ask ourselves soon here. Play stops at 2:37 left to go. No one's going home anytime soon. If we're not careful, we're about to have 1v1. The goalkeepers are going to be playing the pucks between each other here. Would that be entertaining? Probably. Murphy putting his helmet back on here. 2:37 left to go in tonight's contest before this face-off. No one else sent to the box. For the extracurriculars, we're back underway. Cardenas plays it down. Norris, the shot, can bounce off of the hand there of, I believe that was Hine. Cardenas takes it now. Tommy Cardenas loads and shoots. That one into the net of Michael Murphy. Subbing in for Fusco. And the freshman Like I said, this is a big opportunity for him to make his name known. I think he's doing a good job of it. A couple big saves so far to keep the clean sheet intact. An opportunity still for the Green Wave. Feiner. Back to Cardenas. Cardenas. Feiner. Reed Feiner! Off the tip of Murphy's glove. Cardenas again. Gonna bounce around behind the net. Holy Name still fighting for it. 2 minutes left to go now in the contest. Holy Name looking for an opener. Cardenas. Norris gonna let it go. 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Triscari shooting back up in the box. So are the Bulldogs. They're getting ready to go with 10 seconds left to go in the power play. Sevchik down the line. Gonna kind of roll here. We're about to have an influx of players here. Norris, the power play is over. Norris plays it back across the ice there, trying to find Donofano, unable to find him. In the center play, Norris, the closest one there, but Murphy falls down with a $1:19 left to go. We will have Triscari along with Eisenhart check back into the game for both sides. A $1:19 left to go. I guess you do have to say here, the better team on the night, Olmsted Falls, looks like they're about to come away with the victory. Holy Name fought hard, a lot of adversity to overcome, but Olmsted Falls done a great job. Fusco still impressed with the ejection, kind of putting a little bit of a blotch on what has been otherwise great game for the Bulldogs. And an open net, as that one not going in. Almost was three. Bartone takes it away from the net as it will now be Holy Name playing without a goalie. They're just trying to send everyone forward here. Bartone, he'll be sent into the boards. Cardenas plays it. That one rolling behind. It's an opportunity for the Bulldogs. Skating back as fast as he can as Feiner. He has to go against a Bulldog. He's going to take it here. He can send it up the boards. He does. Bartone. Phoenix Hedgie. That one's going to roll back to Bernard. Going to bounce around in no man's land opportunity. Shane Triscari. Triscari! Going to go behind the boards once again. 30 seconds left to go. That one goes behind. Feiner trailing for it. This could do it. Feiner gets rid of it. Bartone. Phoenix Hedgie. They need a score now. Hedgie unable to connect on it. Gonna roll around. Olmsted Falls. They can skate around and end the game. They might want one more though. Hine. He is fighting for it. It's not gonna matter. Hine goes to the ground. Nothing will be called. The game is all but over for the Bulldogs. The shot will not go in. That will do it here from Brooklyn Rec Center. A hard-fought game for both the Bulldogs and the Green Wave. Leaves with the Bulldogs winning. Michael Murphy subs into the game for the ejected Dominic Fusco. He gets corralled by his teammates and deservingly so. Your final score, 2-0 in favor of the Olmsted Falls Bulldogs. We'll be back on Wednesday afternoon at 5:30 for Holy Name versus Martin DePorres girls basketball. To stay updated on all the games that we're covering, follow Holy Name Broadcasting on Instagram and Twitter. To stay updated on all Holy Name sports, follow Holy Name Athletics on Instagram and Twitter. And finally, subscribe to Holy Name Athletics YouTube. I put up push notifications to be notified when we go live. With that, that'll do it from Brooklyn Rec Center. I've been Nathan Smee. Prayers up for Joey Weiland. We'll let you know when we hear how his health is. But have a good night, everyone. Have a good Thanksgiving. If this is the last game you're watching of ours before Thanksgiving, have a good night, everyone, and go Namers.